Duh. Dude, welcome back. Don't you wish you could do this every day?
I honestly do. Like it would be a lot of things that I'm doing right now, like physical labor,
like my depression.
I thought you were gonna go off that video. There's a lot of bad things in life, dude. Like working at a job and not getting paid a lot of money, and like skunks, and getting in a car accident. That's bad stuff, dude.
That is.
But banana bread,
that's good.
At work, hell yeah.
Do you like banana bread?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I actually hate bananas.
But like banana bread.
Yeah, but I like banana bread.
Okay, I got a question for you. The first man, how did he know to eat? Like if you took somebody who had no idea that people eat, like a 20-year-old guy, you flash him, his brain, MIB, and you put him in a room with an avocado, a tennis racket, a few things in there. How the fuck is he going to know to eat?
What?
Like, do you know to eat? Or do you just feel a pain and you're like, I know what I do to fix this pain?
Well, I feel like, because if you look at nature, right, and you look at like newborn, like lion cubs or like even hippos,
I think they
dogs,
learn from the other ones.
I know, but the thing is like, I mean, they know immediately to suck on the teat, you know?
Yes. It's weird.
It's like instinct. I feel like as a human now, like we're just taught like, hey, I'm gonna shove this in your mouth and you fucking suck on this little bottle. You're gonna drink this milk, you know?
Yeah.
And then you grow up and then you start, learning other people's habits.
And know that. I'm wondering like who was the first motherfucker to look at a cow and was like, I'm gonna put that thing into little pieces and I'm gonna stick it in this hole.
I want to know the first person to find a cow and say,
it's milk.
I'm gonna squeeze those little things dangling down below, see what comes out, and then eat it, and then drink it.
Yeah. You're like, those little bastards, they're hogging all the good shit. I want to know what it is. I want to go suck on some cow teat.
Yeah, he must have saw like another calf, like, and he was like, you know what? Fuck that calf. I need that milk.
I think it was probably a guy who saw a baby sucking on a mom's boob and was like, and then looks over and saw a bowl and was like, it's much bigger and stronger. And then saw a cow and was like, what happens if I drink the cow's milk?
I thought you were going a totally different direction there. He saw the bowl and was like, I want that milk.
No. What's that from?
That's horrible.
It's from that bowling movie, Kingpin, where, what's his name?
Of course, I haven't seen it.
It's Woody Harrelson, and he's at like this Amish farm, and he's not Amish, and he walks in, he's like, woo, I got your cow milked. Man, it's hard to get her started, but once you get going, she just keeps going. Or I said it wrong, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
And he's got like milk all over his mouth in a pail, and he comes in, sets it down, and the Amish guy's all, we don't have a cow. We have a bull.
Oh no.
As he's drinking it. What?
Oh my God. Ooh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. So I just want to know, how do you know to eat to fill your hunger? Because I was super hungry on the way here and I was like, nothing's telling me to eat, but my stomach hurts. So how do I know? Just take things and
like if you cancel out like the fact of like your prior habits of like, hey, my stomach hurts, I need to eat, that's what fixed it. If you take all that out, I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, it has to be instinct, right? It has to.
So if we get a baby, we got to go get a baby. Okay. Brand new. Comes out. Mom shoots it out. Baby? No. Mom shoots it out. You run and catch it as it comes flying out. I'll be standing there with the machete you got me. I'll cut the umbilical cord. You take off running with the baby. Okay. Now we have a baby. We will feed that baby via IV. Okay. We'll raise this child. We'll never let it know that we eat. We'll never let it know it, but we will feed it all its nourishment from an IV. And then at 20 years old, we'll set that thing free in a room with food and some other things, so it's not too obvious.
This is
and then just let it get hungry, and we'll see what happens. Science.
For some reason, I feel like that test has already been done.
Should we get a few babies?
Yeah, vary it up.
To see.
Feed this one like meat particles or whatever through the IV.
Meat particles.
Feed this one just pure protein. Feed this one like, I don't know, vitamins and shit.
IV diet, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then just feed this one like watered down dog food.
Yeah.
And then just see how it goes. We just need 4 of them.
And then once we get our results back, we can return it.
I feel like the parent wouldn't know what to do at that point.
You just show back up with a 20-year-old man. This is your baby. Thank you. In
Thank
the name
you for
of
the
science.
tests.
Thank you for your contribution to science.
I feel like these past few episodes we've been just talking about like either beating up a child,
stealing children, killing orphans. That is a pattern, huh?
We don't mean it.
We should probably look into that.
I love children, except for the shitty ones, you know.
The homeless ones?
No, don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about like the ones that are like spoiled as hell, you know, the ones that sit in the park thinking they're obligated to everything.
Mm. Yeah, when I was a little kid, I went to the park and I was like 4 and there was like a 7-year-old and I wanted to go in the jungle gym and he like kicked me off and I was like, and so I like ran to get on the other side and he did it again and he told me he was Santa's helper and that I was bad and so Santa was punishing me. And I went and told my stepmom and she brought the hammer down. And I thought she went over there and screamed at that kid and probably a little too violent. I think I kind of blocked it out a little bit, but I remember that kid running away crying. And I thought for sure he was going to go tell Santa and I wasn't getting shit that year. Damn. So then I got presents. I was like, oh, thank God. He was a phony.
He was a phony. Yeah, dude.
He said he wasn't a kid. He was an elf, and that's why he was small.
Well, that's. I
was like, what is happening?
What is like? That's another thought. Like, how do you find this stuff out like that? Like, how many things do you think right now
that are like Christmas when you're a kid?
Yeah, like how many things do you think right now that are like a lie? Like that your parents told you that you've like believed to this day, but it's just been like in the back of your mind, so it hasn't been really like thought out and been like rationalized. But like I feel like there's a lot that everyone goes through as a kid, like that their parents have to lie about. You know, like just examples like Santa or.
Did you ever really believe in Santa?
I did.
I felt like I
was let down so horribly. Like it was the worst way to find out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
go ahead. Tell me.
We were having dinner. Like we went to Sonic, right? We just got food and we got back home and we were all eating, right?
And you were 16.
No, I forget how old I was. I think it was like 6, 5 or 6. And we were sitting at the counter eating, you know, and my older brother apparently knew, right? And
he was in on it.
I think he was in on it. Or maybe both of them were. I don't know. So I was sitting there, minding my own business. You know, it was like beginning of December, dude. Like,
oh, it's right around the corner.
Right around the corner, dude. And I forget what my dad had said, but my brother then responded with, well, I can help you wrap tonight if you need. And I was like, right then it clicked. I was like, wrap what?
What would you be wrapping?
What would you be wrapping right now? You're not on 8 Mile, bro. What are you wrapping? And he's like, I guess you'll have to find out on Christmas. And I was like, you motherfucker.
You're Santa Claus?
You're a liar. You're a liar. I believe in. I denied it for the longest time that night. I denied it, everything. Everything they said, all the facts that they put in my face, I just shut it out.
Yeah, you were like, you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Why would there be all the songs?
Because it was something to believe, right? I was like, Santa's real, you asshole. And it turns out it was my parents. But the thing is why I believe so hard was my mom is like a very creative person when it comes to like, you know, gifts and like just holidays in general, like decorating and gifts in general. So when we had Christmas, we would sit down and like after we opened all of our presents, they would turn they had a camera, right, that they filmed at night, and they would put it on the TV. And my dad was dressing up as Santa and like acting like, you know, he was and we were like, dude, we caught him. We got Santa. And I went to school, you know, like after break was over, you know, I'd go to school and be like, yeah, I have Santa on the video recorder, you know, you guys don't have that, you know, just
you guys didn't catch it, but I got it.
Yeah. And it would be like something I was like proud of, you know, I was like, dude, Santa's so legit, you know, because how do you deny something that you saw? And it's like in your mind, you know, you don't think about the video being fake, but
your parents told you it was real.
Yeah.
So you're like, I fucking saw him.
And then your older brother, who's an asshole at the time, is like telling you, yeah, he's not real. Fuck you. I saw him on the video, asshole. What are you talking about?
So mine, I don't think I ever really believed. Like I feel like as far back as I can remember, as a little kid watching shows and there was like Santa Clauses at the mall or, you know, things like that. And I was like, how's he at all the malls? And maybe I wasn't that introspective as a kid, but I think I was 6. My parents had gotten divorced, moved in with my dad or, you know, staying with my dad for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I remember waking up and there was a new bike all put together under the tree and there was a ton of presents. And I was like, holy fucking shit. This is the greatest thing ever. And my dad was standing there and I was like, how did Santa even get in here? We don't even have a chimney and he got a whole bike here. Like, how did he fit that on a sleigh? And my dad's response was, you don't really believe in Santa, do you? And I was like, no, I'm just like, you know, for Christmas. And then I just turned around. I had like the Vietnam PTSD look like,
oh my God, dude.
And I was funny. Like, there's no, wait, what the fuck?
I could imagine your dad, like the moment you get like something like a bike or anything mechanical, like a little motorcycle or something, right? I could see him like you guys running down to his bedroom and wake up, we got a present, you know? And he ends up being in the garage, right? And he walks out, you know, wiping his hands off from all the grease that he just like put on this bike, you know? And he's like, well, I just had to lube these things up before I gave them to you guys. What?
What do you mean?
You gave him? I feel like that would be something funny.
Yeah, it was a total letdown. Another thing. So, like, did you believe in the Tooth Fairy?
That one I believed in like way shorter than actual Santa Claus because
I thought it was weird.
Yeah,
like why is this bitch taking teeth?
Yeah, it was like
she just have a pile of baby teeth.
You know, there's actual families that like keep their like the whole jar of like the children's teeth. Like that's just weird. And then there's those dolls. Have you seen those dolls?
No.
They have
doll? Sex doll?
No. Oh. It's like a little like plushie almost. Like it looks like a cat almost. These things are fucking creepy. And they sew on like the actual kid teeth onto this fucking doll.
How do you sew on a tooth?
I don't fucking or glue it on. I don't fucking know. Doll with baby teeth. I gotta find it for you because it's fucking creepy. Oh, there it is. It just came right up.
No way,
dude. Way.
This is terrifying. Let me see it.
Oh my god. The Tooth Monster doll.
The Tooth
is
Monster
a Pinterest craft.
Oh my. Okay, I don't want. I'm gonna have nightmares about that right now.
Look at that shit.
That is terrifying.
That's fucking. Yeah, so I found that out the other day. I say the other day. I say that a lot, but I mean like it could be any time from this point back
to the beginning of life.
But to the beginning of life. The other day, Jesus was born.
Okay, I do have one that I believed wholeheartedly. Leprechauns. And let me tell you why. I was in kindergarten.
We had a leprechaun working for us.
I was in kindergarten and St. Patrick's Day was coming.
Uh-huh.
And my teacher was like, okay, guys, they come out, they start stealing stuff, they mess with stuff. And I was like, what? And so I'm like, she's going to tell us to take our stuff home. And she's like, so we're going to catch one. And I was like, what? This just became the coolest class ever. So she's like, so you guys, she brought out all this material, like all this cool stuff, buckets, all kinds of, and she's like, you're going to make a trap to catch a leprechaun. Okay.
That's a badass teacher, dude.
Ever since a kid, I was like pretty like buildy, like wanted Legos and thought I was like, as an engineer. Kid, I thought I was building the next Elon Musk spaceship as a little kid. So I was like, oh, I got this. All these city kids, they don't have it. Me, a hunter, living out in the boonies. In kindergarten, I'm going to catch me a motherfucking leprechaun. And I'm taking him home. So we set up these traps, dude. So I had one that like, I forget what she said. Like they would come for our gold coins or something. So we had like chocolate gold coins to trick them, to like bait them.
Yeah.
And so I like set up this trap with like flour going up to this thing that they would have to like reach for if they were small enough, and they would like fall in the bucket. And if they fell, they would like get stuck in the bucket because we put, I forget, like Vaseline or something all in the bucket so they couldn't climb out. So every kid built these big elaborate things. We spent I think we spent 2 days just building these things and learning about leprechauns. Then St. Patrick's Day happens. Like that night they come out and steal everything. Yeah. The next morning we show up and all the traps are set, like messed up. There's like little tiny footprints all over the place where they went and got the coins and like jumped off and landed on the carpet and ran away. So she had like little tiny feet that she did it with. Dude, we were sold that we didn't catch one of the leprechauns. We were so mad. We were searching the classroom like maybe one's still in here. We're like looking under the desk.
Would love to meet that teacher, dude, and give her a handshake and a hug. Like, that's badass.
Her name was Miss Cassidy.
Miss Cassidy.
Most amazing teacher ever.
Dude, that's badass. I would have like, what the hell? We got to do it again. Where do they live? We're gonna go rob them in their house.
Yeah.
Go kidnap them.
Yeah. So for sure, I thought there was leprechauns. That set it off. I was like, okay, I got proof. And we almost caught one of them. So I was like, next year, I'm catching one. I'm going to sit here with a bat. And when one comes in the door, I'm beating this leprechaun.
Dude, could you imagine living as a goddamn leprechaun? Like, everyone wants to just fucking kill you for your gold.
Yeah.
Let alone, like, animals that don't have need for gold. They just want to fucking eat you because you're tiny.
It doesn't even make sense. Where is their gold? It's not like they're carrying around a giant 100-pound pot full of gold and
they carry around a little sack, dude. Like,
yeah, but they're tiny. So there's like, what, $3 in it?
Yeah. But
we're going to murder a mythical creature for $3.
Yeah, dude. It's also like, if you think about it, right? They talk about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
How long do you think these guys have been collecting gold? And hear me out. What if at the end of the rainbow, it's actually like the village, right? Where everyone...
And you're bigger, and you just come in and start stomping.
Start ransacking.
You just start curb stomping leprechauns?
Yeah, everyone comes in, collects their gold, right? Yeah. And they have like the city hall like fund, right?
Yeah.
Which is like thousands of dollars, dude, at this point. Come on. Like, they got to go out every day, dude, and find something valuable.
Yeah.
And then... here comes this giant asshole just fucking ransacking the place.
That's a great children's lesson. Let's catch these little bastards and steal their money. Let's bait these people and catch them and put them in buckets.
No. Don't downplay your teacher, dude. That was badass.
That was badass.
Dude.
She did all kinds of cool stuff. We had all these different class pets. I think she did this thing where you could take home the class pet. And even in kindergarten, I was like, this seems like a terrible idea because I'm pretty sure Isaiah is going to eat our pet chicken if you take him home.
Fucking Isaiah.
Yeah, there was always that one kid. Yeah. I remember him. His name was Edgar. Eat his boogers. It's always weird. I was like, this fucking guy.
I remember a kid. His name was Vidal.
Vidal.
But it was Vidol. Vidal. He was that kid. Dude.
I'd call him Viddle.
Viddle.
Hey, Viddle.
Viddle the fiddle.
Hey, Viddle, you play the fiddle?
Yeah, he was always out at recess, like gathering everyone to go play wall ball. And he was like the rule master, like the pro. You can't get him. Well, he just sucked. Honestly, he got like all the time, and then changed the rules to where it didn't work. But
yeah, it was a good story. I had a beginning, a middle, and an end. I like that. Do you remember as a kid?
This fucking asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean today. I'm sorry. I want to have a good show.
Try harder.
Okay, it's hard for me. I got to try hard.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I just close your eyes. I want to take you back to a time.
Okay.
It's kindergarten, first grade.
Mm-hmm.
And
kindergarten or first grade?
Either one. Don't care.
I choose kindergarten.
Okay. It's like 3-4 weeks before Christmas.
Okay.
It's kind of snowy outside. Yeah. You know Christmas is coming. You're ready for your presents.
Yeah.
You go to school. All your classwork is done. So now all you do is watch the Grinch, make paper snowflakes.
That fucking claymation of Rudolph.
Yep. You watch that.
Yeah.
You make tree ornaments out of ice cream cones. Ridiculous.
Dude.
Lots of glitter fucking everywhere.
What happened?
Decorations the most excited you could ever be in your fucking life. And now we're adults and nothing feels that good.
Dude.
Nothing comes that close.
Dude. Like, I mean, honestly, I had like one of the best weekends I've had in a minute, like last weekend.
Yeah.
This past weekend.
Because it was without me.
Yeah. So anyways, I had like, stop that right now.
I'm just kidding.
You shut your mouth.
Go ahead.
And granted, I had a badass weekend, right? I wouldn't change anything about it. But comparing it to how my like childhood was and like in school, like that moment, like that you just expressed, mint.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't beat it.
Or just like 10 minutes of waking up on Christmas morning, at that age and coming out and seeing the presents.
Dude.
You have no idea what's in them.
Dude.
No idea. Oh my God.
There was like because there was nothing to worry about.
And you knew you had like 2 weeks of just time to play with toys.
Yeah.
Nothing else had to happen.
Yeah. Dude. My parents did pretty good.
What do you mean?
Like,
they got you a lot of stuff?
Well, just like being able to make it work, you know? Like that, I have nothing but good memories. And then like listening to how hard it was now, like they did a fucking good job.
What age did your parents get divorced at? Like how old were you?
You're just going to drop that bomb right now?
Well, okay, let me back up. When I was growing up, my parents got divorced when I was like 2. So all I know is 2 Christmases, 2 Thanksgivings, which would kind of suck because you'd have like your first Christmas and you'd get something badass, but it was like too big to bring to the other house. And you'd be like, fuck, I got a dirt bike or I got an Xbox.
I got to wait till I go back to the house to play with it. Yeah.
But somehow this happened for me. Like every year it seemed like I'd get a PlayStation or an Xbox or whatever. And I would get it at the one house and I'd be like, oh my gosh. And then I'd go to my dad's house and I'd be like, I don't want to be here. And then he'd be like, hey, I got you an Xbox. And I'd be like, what? 2 Xboxes?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm very grateful, dude. I think it was like 12, 11.
Oh, okay. So you knew it before and then after.
Yeah. So, but it was like real different. But again, like my mom being creative, she was very good at gifts. Like she knew what I wanted. I didn't even have to tell her, dude. She was like, he'd like a RC car.
And you were like, what?
How the fuck did you know?
That was another thing. RC cars were the biggest toy you could ever get.
Yeah.
It was like every year you were guaranteed to get an RC car.
Dude.
Now, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, fucking crazy. And then like, now everyone wants a fucking iPhone, iPad. Fuck you guys. So
fuck you guys. Remember when a scooter was the coolest fucking thing you could get?
Dude, I would fucking kill to have a Razor, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the little back brake, dude. Make sure you wear shoes because that shit gets hot.
Yeah. Like I got one and my cousin got one. Mine had red wheels. Hers were purple. And I was like, look how slick the color is.
Dude.
You ride it 1 second, they're fucked, but it was badass.
Yeah, you chip the fucking tires on the fucking concrete because you bail every time.
I almost died a couple times.
Yeah. I just remember like the RC cars, you knew like which box it was in because those boxes were fucking massive for some reason.
Yeah. And you knew just by the shape. And you would get it and you would put $74 D batteries in it, and it would last for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It'd be like, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then be like,
I actually still have that RC car, dude. It was like, it was fucking awesome. I ended up working on it like before I even went to high school, and like in middle school, like I changed the motor out and get bigger batteries.
You like flipping gears.
Yeah.
So you hit the gas. And
yeah. This thing was badass, dude. Cause like first I started out, I got a new motor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
you bought a new motor for this RC car?
No, it was actually the battery first. Sorry.
Okay. So this is like a legit.
It was a brushed motor, right? This is like a legit RC car. Like,
is
not
this like one of the Traxxas ones that they got now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that was like my first RC car. Everything else I don't really remember. It was like fucking. It had the cord connecting to the actual
Yeah, that's
RC
what
car.
I was. That's all I got growing up. It's like the $10 ones from Walmart.
Sorry.
Anyway,
so anyways,
that sounds awesome.
So I got this battery, right, that worked with it, except it put out like so much more power than the other ones, right? So then it burnt the fuck out of the motor. Like it just toasted it, especially along with the fact that I took it to the ocean one time.
That's a problem.
And didn't clean it out. So anyways, I replaced the motor, right? Mm-hmm. I got a brushless motor. This thing fucking scooted, dude.
They're so fast.
Dude, it like 0 to 30 in like 2 seconds. Like
if not faster. They're so fast.
And it was like one of those like it was about, I don't know, a foot wide, right? And then the body like sat probably like 3 inches above the wheels. Like it wasn't a tall thing, so it just like fucking tucked down to where you can fucking it was badass.
I still remember the first time I saw one of those. I met this kid in high school. I was like 16. He's like, hey, man, you want to come hang out? And I was like, sure. Yeah, I got nothing better to do. So I go to his house, and he's like, hey, you want to see my RC car? I'm 16, right? I'm like, an RC car?
Come on, dude.
What kind of child house am I at?
Come on, dude.
So he pulls out this RC car, and I'm like, oh, like, looks pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, check it out. And it was fucking gone. And I was like, what did you just do? And he started driving this thing, and it was insane what he could do. And so I'm already flabbergasted. And then he's all,
flabbergasted? I haven't heard that in a minute.
And then he's all, you want to see something cooler? And I'm like, what could be cooler than this high tech?
He whips out a fucking helicopter.
No, he breaks out this monster truck one. And I was like, oh, cool. It's another RC car that you just, and he's like, watch this. And he gets this thing that looks like a TV remote with a little thing on it. Mm-hmm. And he stabs it and pushes this button, and it's a and it starts. It's a fucking gas motor one, and he's like, and I was like,
dude, the gas ones are fucking insane.
What were my parents doing? And he's like rebuilding the shocks and like pulling the motors apart and rebuilding them, and I was like, this is everything I ever dreamed of as a kid. Now I would have killed somebody because I was notorious for like driving it into your shins, but
dude, well, that's the thing is why I wanted an RC car so bad was because like growing up, my dad had them, and we'd go out into the front yard, and we had like a house on the corner to where, you know, we had a lot of space, right?
Yeah.
Like we had the house, we had one neighbor, and then there was an open lot, and then another neighbor, and we lived right on the corner. So like we knew where the cars were coming. No big deal. He had, it was like a little rally car. And he also had a big old monster truck, dude. We'd build jumps for him, and he would fucking do backflips with these goddamn cars, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
Okay, pause real quick. How awesome does that sound now that you're an adult to have a toy that you're the one playing with it, but you can make your kids go set up the jumps and go pick up the pieces and get everything ready?
Parents have it figured out, dude.
You thought he was doing it for you? Like, dude, you guys want to see this? No. Yeah. He was like,
go make a jump, dude.
Go build me a jump.
I mean, honestly, as a kid, it was still badass.
Yes.
Yeah, like, awesome. Everyone won in that scenario, but it like, honestly, he was winning more. He was winning more.
There was no losers in that one.
There was no losers. Everyone got a participation award.
Have you seen the boat ones that they have?
Yeah.
Where they'll be like 4 foot long, and they put them in the water, and like they're gone.
Or like
you can kill somebody. Somebody's swimming, and you hit them with that.
Yeah,
done.
They would get annihilated. It's a blender.
Yeah. Same thing with the helicopters.
Have you seen that helicopter that the dude flies? He's like, this dude starts a video, right? And he's like, okay, just do like your craziest tricks for like about a minute in this video, and then you can fly it normally or whatever. Dude's like, okay, I got you. This thing starts up, like a normal helicopter. He goes up like about 3 feet in the air. And you see this thing go, and fucking flies away. He's flying this thing like sideways, like how a helicopter flies.
Yeah,
he's
not sideways.
He's not flying it like that. And then he flips this thing upside down, and he goes, flying this thing upside down, and then he flips it sideways again and goes side to side, like it's stopping.
How is it?
I don't know.
What is this technology?
Like I don't know, dude, but it was fucking crazy. If you find that video, like, you'll be amazed.
I gotta look it up.
Like he was like a helicopter stunt driver or something. Yeah. For RC helicopters, and like he was good. You see this thing just like it was stopping so quick in the air and then flying the next way. Like,
how would it do that? That's insane. That's like those drone guys who race. You seen the drone races where it's like the size of your phone, but they're going 180 miles an hour. Yeah. My brain can't even figure out what's happening, and they're like, you see these 7 maneuvers I did here, and I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out where we are.
Yeah, the ones where they have to wear like the actual like
headset.
Yeah, like the VR headset to follow the camera.
Yeah, and they're holding the controller like this.
Yeah,
that is insane. I guess there's a lot of money in it too, right? If you win those tournaments.
Yeah, because Red Bull started sponsoring them.
Of course they did.
Red Bull sponsors like everything wild, and then Monster sponsors like, your badass race shit.
All the big sports, fighting, the big...
Yeah, fighting, motocross.
The things that are like normal, Red Bull goes for the shit like, we're going to have a guy fly an airplane through 2 tunnels.
You saw that?
Yeah.
That dude, wasn't it the first ever?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the first time ever.
Fuck.
They have all sorts of stuff. There was another one I saw that...
I remember playing Grand Theft Auto trying to fucking do that with a jet, dude.
You crash every time. Yeah, I just saw another one where they had a helicopter and it like flew up and then like a guy jumped out and did a trick, like a skydiver. And then the helicopter was like, hold my beer. And it was like, and he started doing tricks in a real helicopter.
Red Bull has, I may be mistaken, but they have, or so I've heard, they have the only helicopter that can do like a legit backflip without stalling.
Yeah, I saw a video of it. Mm-hmm. So.
And then there's even the ones.
The only one.
There's even the ones where the dude's flying a plane, and these wingsuit dudes are going down following this plane, and they're trying to land in the plane. It's so funny how they just like lob themselves at the plane. They're just like, ooh.
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
Never mind. I saw somebody not make it when they did that. They were doing the wingsuit thing like down this hill, and
the one he caught the cliff.
Yeah, and his buddy telling how like he knew it was going to happen, and he was like, I just had to watch him die. Like I knew he wasn't going to make it. He knew he wasn't going to make it.
I saw 2 of those.
And he just splattered all over. And then he keeps going.
And he's like, fuck.
He's just screaming, fuck. Yeah. Isn't that terrible?
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah. He's just yelling in agony for like 5 minutes as he's falling by himself.
Yeah. I seen one where the dude ended up just breaking his legs.
Oh, thank God. You get so lucky.
Yeah. The video starts out and it's like, you get really, or the worst thing to do is to lose fear. The moment you lose fear, it's over.
That's when you do something stupid.
Yeah. And then he jumps off this cliff, right? And he's going down, and then you see this lip coming up, right? It's like this big old long stretch where the mountain comes back out and then it drops again. And you see him just like barely hit it, and he fucking taps it. And then you just see him tumbling, on his face camera. And then you see his parachute throw up, and then you see him land, and he just lays there. That's where the video ended, but you didn't hear him say anything or like, fuck.
No, thank you. I just saw one like that where it was a guy skiing, and he's like hauling ass, getting after it, and all of a sudden it looks like it just keeps going. And all of a sudden he's like, "Wah!" And it's like a 200-foot drop. And you're like, well, this guy's dead. And somehow he lands, and you're like, oh, he's dead. And he's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. And he's like moving around and you're like, how did that?
I seen the two that, the two guys that were actually trying to do it. So they start up and the dude's like, hey, move to the side real quick. We'll just pass through. And these guys, you know, because there's only like a skinny trail for like all the compact snow. And I guess that's like the main place that people are going through. And then they veer off to the right and just jump off this cliff, do a quick front flip, and boom, land in the snow. And they keep skiing after it. Like they.
Imagine your knees. Oh.
Dude, I can't. Well, I feel like the snow just like catches it.
I don't know.
It looked like they landed on their butt back, and then just bounced up and kept skiing. You fucking crazy asses, dude. I want to do it though. I would do that.
Way.
I would do that.
No way.
I've lost my fear.
You are invested in this podcast too far. You can't do that,
dude.
My friend. I love you. I don't want to see you die.
Before I die, I want to go skydiving.
Can you wait till you're about to die?
No.
I love you, buddy. I don't want you to.
No.
I don't want you doing this.
I will be terrible. A vegetable and you will take care of me.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Have you seen the video of the guy skiing down the hill and he's like hauling ass and he looks over and I think it's a dog like falls. Oh. And then he looks back over and it's all. Yeah. It's like as if it was doing a cartwheel on its hands.
Yeah, dude.
And it is hauling ass.
Dude,
it does.
I have this video right here for you.
It does 400 flips going down the hill.
It's so fucking funny, dude. It's so bad.
Was it a dog or?
Yeah, it was a dog.
Oh my gosh. I saw that and I was like, I know this is terrible, but I can't help. It's like a movie. Like you can't picture that actually happening.
Dude, it's so fucking hilarious. I laughed my ass off the moment I first saw it, dude. Because this poor fucking dog head over heel keeps going.
Please don't go skydiving. I care about you, dude.
Dude, I want to.
What do you think goes through your head when you go skydiving and you pull the cord and nothing happens? Oh wait, here's the video. Yeah. Oh yeah, so the dog's going with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it flashes, he's snowboarding, just chilling, and he looks over and there goes the dog.
Oh my God.
Dude, that dog's totally dead.
No, he's not dead. No.
Do you think that's real?
Yeah. I do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, then there's that chick that's like, she puts on her headphones while she's skiing and shit, and she's going down, and then the camera's like facing her, and there's a fucking grizzly bear chasing her down the mountain, dude.
I haven't seen that one.
And she's just cruising. Like, all you can think about is like, don't fucking fall. If you fall, you are dead.
Yeah.
And she's just like cruising along. She didn't even know about it until she watched the video. And there's a reaction video of her, and she's like, "Oh my God, holy shit!"
Oh no!
Like, what do you do?
I don't know.
I feel like it was so much better that she didn't know, because she would have been like,
freaked out,
oh shit, and then fell, and then done.
Yeah.
Grizzly bear just mauled her.
That's like the one of the two guys on the scooter, and the tiger comes out and just misses it by a hair.
Oh my God.
No, the one I was thinking of is this guy had a video and it's facing forward. So like you're seeing what he sees.
Yeah.
And he drops down into this big bowl and he's just kind of cruising back and forth. And he's like, man, I love it. It's so beautiful. You know, whatever he's saying, nonsense. And all of a sudden he like passes a guy and he's like, oop, and he like turns back and there's this giant avalanche coming. And he's like, oh shit. And so all of a sudden this guy just hunkers down and he starts hauling ass.
Really?
And he's all, go, 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 like yelling at people. And he keeps looking back and it keeps getting closer and closer. And he's just flying past people as if they're standing still. Like he's going mock Jesus.
Yeah.
And he looks back and you just see people coming and they just disappear into it. And he's like, oh my God. And he gets to the bottom and it finally stopped and he didn't get him. And he was like, oh. It was insane. But that was he just happens to pass a guy and turns around. And he's like, dude, oh shit.
I seen the one too of, there's this dude on a mountain bike. He's taking a pit stop and then he like turns on the camera, you know, he's like, all right, let's go. And he starts riding through this forest, right? Just cruising. And he looks to his right. There's fucking another bear. Fucking bear chasing him, dude. And he fucking starts hauling ass. And then he goes down this trail, you know, he's going downhill. And he loses track of the bear. And so he bails off the bike and hides behind a tree.
Oh, terrible.
Dude, I don't know how fucking real it is, because this bear like runs up to the bike and starts sniffing it and fucking like puts his head up, looks around for a minute, and then like sniffs the bike again. And then like you hear him like doing his little grunt, you know, and then he keeps running down the trail.
That's insane. A bear can literally like smell what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Their smell is so good.
That's why I think it's fake. Cause like this dude is hiding, like he hides like 10 feet off the trail.
Maybe he was like so close that it confused the bear. Like the smell was so strong. He didn't know where it was coming from.
Fucking crazy, dude. You would have thought like instead of the bear running off, like he would have like stuck around and.
Why would you bail off?
I don't fucking know.
Dude, my tires I'd be Ghost Rider when he hits the bike and it leaves flames. I'm not in shape. I'm not a bicyclist. Whatever I would be gone.
Okay,
I'm ready.
I have another video that I'm talking about a bear, right?
Okay.
So I don't know if you've seen those extreme videos of the mountain bikers that like hit those corners and they, you know, throw up the dirt real quick and they're like hauling ass down these trails. There's this trail that like zigzags down this mountain. There's a fucking bear chasing him, dude, and this bear's fucking smart. He don't follow the trail.
Goes straight, right?
He just goes straight, and this dude's like fucking, and the bear almost gets him.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh,
and
dude.
All the guy can do is keep going.
Yeah.
But he's riding to the bear.
Yeah.
And then he gets to go away. And then he's coming back to the bear.
Like,
I saw that.
The suspense, dude. You're just sitting there. It's like a goddamn movie.
Oh my gosh.
Do
you know there's a village in India where almost every person has been attacked by a tiger? There's like 100 tigers per person in this area. It's some insane number to where it's like 90% of the people in the village are like missing limbs or have giant scars. God. To where they have to wear, they paint up masks that look like a face and they have to wear them on the back of their heads because if a tiger thinks you're looking at it, it will freeze and it'll just wait for you to like look away. So they have to wear these masks so tigers like think they're looking at them at all times and they still get jacked.
Yeah, dude. I wonder how like well that works because there's got to be a point where because tigers are obviously smart. They're fucking apex predators, dude. And they got to think like he's not doing anything different when he sees me. Yeah. Compared to the last guy I just mauled, he stopped. Like the
tiger jumps up. The tiger's like, The tiger's like dancing. This is weird.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about tigers.
Okay, let's hear it.
So there's this guy who owns a ranch. I think it's in Colorado, somewhere not here. Uh-huh. And it's a hunting ranch.
Colorado, there's a tiger.
Oh, you know that there's more tigers in captivity in Texas than all the wild of the world?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I've heard that.
Okay, so I'm just letting you know they're out there.
Okay.
Maybe it was in Texas. I don't remember.
It was Texas.
Anyway, here's the point of the story. Uh-huh. So my buddy goes to this ranch to hunt, and the owner out front has a cage that has a lion in it, a middle cage that's empty, and then a cage with 2 tigers in it. And so they're loud. They'll shoot their piss on you.
Yeah.
And so anyway, my buddy asked, "Hey, what do you think? Like, which one would win in a fight?" Because the tigers like looked bigger, but you hear lion, king of the jungle. He's like, "Which one would win in a fight?" And they go, "Oh, lion by far," which I've heard the opposite, growing up. And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, we got it on video." And so instantly they think like, "What? Are you like make them fight?" So he pulls out the security video, and what they do with the middle pen is the keepers or whatever will go in there, put the food, set everything up, and then leave, and then like let one of them in there to eat. And then when they're done and they go back in, they shut it, they change the food out, let the other ones go in and eat. Okay. Well, the tigers kept messing with the lion. And so one day the tigers go in and they're like pissing on the lion and like spraying dirt at him and getting all pissed off. And apparently this lion decides today he's had enough. So this lion goes next to the cage and like tries to swat at one, like through, it's like chain link, and starts climbing under the gate of the cage. So these two tigers come running over and start beating the shit out of this lion as he's coming through. So he's like got his head stuck through, and these two tigers are just beating the hell out of his face.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Acting all tough.
Yeah.
So he's coming through, and the whole time he's coming through, they're biting him and scratching him, and they're like, oh my gosh, the lion's going to die. The lion gets up, grabs one by the neck, slams him on the ground. The other one tears off running, goes into the corner of the pen and like faces away and just hides. The other one, he like lets go of. The other one doesn't move. He gets up, he like eats some of their food, goes into their pen, pees on everything, like messes stuff up, and then goes and waits to get back in his cage. So they lift the gate up. He goes in. The second the gate closes, the other two tigers take off and hide in the farthest back corner of their cage and just hid from him. And I wonder if they ever did it again, but
this is like a legit thing.
This is a real story. This actually happened.
Damn.
I'm saying a buddy. It was my dad.
I thought
it was my dad.
I would have thought like fucking tigers, dude, because they're
so big.
Have you seen how high they can fucking jump?
Yeah, and they're big. But apparently, so I don't know if maybe it was like, well, I was going to say maybe it's two female tigers, but aren't the females bigger? But it was a male lion.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way they're fucking brought up because they got them big old mane to hide their neck and all that. You know,
how tough is something from India?
Fucking.
Does
tough.
it sound like it's hard to live in India? No, it sounds like it's hard to live in Africa.
I don't know. They kind of. I feel like they both got it rough. You know,
they do. It's all terrible.
Fucking,
the food's terrible too.
Well, fucking Australia too, dude. They're fucking the animals down there.
Yeah.
Shit they got to deal with.
They're all invasive too. Everything there we put there, right? Or is that wrong?
No, about like a big majority of it is. Like a lot of it's invasive.
Like the cat issue that they had.
Yep.
What was it? They had a fly issue, so they brought frogs.
Yeah.
And the frogs got out of control, so they had to bring cats. Now they got a cat issue where they're paying people to kill cats.
Yeah. Bunch of feral cats running around, dude. Yeah. It's freaking crazy, dude. That's insane.
That was a long-winded story, but that's a badass story.
Yeah.
It's like climbing under, just getting beat up. He's like, I'm going to get you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And how once he got out, they were like, shit.
It's like the fucking two younger brothers playing with the older one, and the older one's like, okay, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Beat your ass.
It's so weird how soft we are. Like, let me back up for a second. It's weird how like a bear can like swat a moose and kill it by breaking its back, by patting it on the back or things like that. And their freaking claws are like bigger than your fingers. And if one just touched you, you're totally gone. But they'll fight each other and like nothing happens. There's just like fur flies. Like,
dude, that's fucking.
How do they not gut each other?
That's fucking evolution, dude.
They're just so tough. It's so weird.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with like how they evade too. Like, I don't think they take it on like wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, they have way thicker skin. I mean, you know the stories about like how you have to have a certain caliber bullet to pierce your skin.
Yep.
Right? Fucking insane. I mean, there's a lot of animals out there with thick ass skin.
Well, definitely not us. That's why we're so smart and build weapons.
Yeah.
Is because we're the softest thing out there.
Yeah, we have to protect ourselves. Fucking crazy.
That sounded funny. Yeah, I mean, picture like lock yourself in a room with a wild animal. So let's picture this. So you're locked in a room, just you and the animal, nothing else. And the animal's definitely trying to kill you. Squirrel. Dead. Right? Easy.
Yeah.
But it could fuck you up, right?
That squirrel could get your eyes, you know, if he...
Yeah, it could bite you, but it's dead.
Yeah.
You're no life danger. House cat.
Okay.
Instantly more of a problem.
Yeah.
Still dead. Lab. You're in some trouble.
That's crazy how quick you like get intimidated or like, fuck.
That goes pretty quick.
Can I go back to the squirrel?
Now, what do you go from a lab? Like anything bigger, you're fucked.
Yeah, like a mountain lion, fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a predator. Lock yourself in there with a pissed off deer. What are you gonna do against a deer,
dude?
It's gonna outwork you.
It's gonna fucking fillet you, dude.
You're not gonna be able to,
with fucking antlers.
Even without antlers, it's gonna kick you to death. What are you gonna do? You're gonna outrun a deer. Even with them little chicken legs, you're fucked.
Yeah, dude. I feel
like the deer's little tiny legs. What are you gonna do? Try and kick them out?
Good save. Good fucking
you.
save. I don't got chicken
Thunder
legs.
thighs.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Just think, people will go to a lake and a goose will get mad and they fucking take off running. A chicken. How many videos are there of chickens terrorizing people, just chasing them down?
Geese are fucking intimidating. I think it's like a lot of it has to do with the intimidation factor. Like the last episode where I was talking about that dude. Was the last episode? One of the previous episodes, pretty recent. The dude fought off that mountain lion.
Yeah.
And that chick was looking at him like, God damn. You know?
Were you looking at him like that? Is there no chick in the story? It was really you.
Fuck, dude. I mean, shit.
That's a man's man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, a lot of it has to do with an intimidation factor, right? If the animal knows you're fucking scared, it's going to use that to its advantage, right?
Yeah.
If you end up showing them like, dude, I'm not scared of you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck me up all you want. I'm not dying, bitch. And you're hard-headed, you know? And then this fucking animal don't know what to do. He'll leave you alone, most likely.
Yeah.
What up? You know, like a grizzly bear.
Oh, you're toast.
I feel like the intimidation factor is a little less because those things are fucking massive. But I do not want to die curled up in a fucking fetal position waiting for this thing to hopefully not eat me.
That's why you want to get eaten by a cat. Because they're probably not going to see them coming. And if they do, they're grabbing your neck and they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
A bear's going to eat you asshole first. You're going to be alive.
What's the problem here?
You're going to be alive. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
How many men do you think it would take with just their bare hands to win against a grizzly bear?
20. Like, wait, how big are these men?
I'm like, in my head, I'm like 1,000. At least 1,000. You're like three strong men.
Listen. How big are these men?
Yeah, that does
Are they
depend.
Terry?
Are these Danny DeVito men, or are these like half or the mountain?
Or Terry?
Yeah, Terry men.
Dude, if they...
Two.
Dude.
One to distract him, one to kill him.
Yeah, dude. One Terry to hold him down, the other one to slit his throat.
Okay, so you need one small man.
Okay.
You can't slit his throat. You can't have a knife.
Fucking, you don't think Terry can fucking karate chop this shit right through his skin?
Okay, so one small, fast, wiry dude and one big behemoth of a guy, you think they could take on a grizzly bear?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Unless these guys had their childhood lives like lived together and they know exactly each other's moves.
Yeah.
At the moment they do it.
And they both won our orphan competition.
Yeah.
So they're both, used to death.
Dude, you only need one orphan to win if they were out of our competition, you know? Fucking beat a grizzly bear, shit.
I don't know. We're soft.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen with all this virtual reality? Do you think
Yeah. No doubt.
we all just keep getting softer?
I actually just watched a video before I got here about there's apparently like a gaming room that you can, or like an arcade, right? And there's a room in that arcade where you can fucking play VR, except they have like, I don't know if you've seen those, like the whole setup, right? You got the little handle things, you got the headset, and then they have the little waistband around you where you can actually run.
Yeah. Omnidirectional treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's only going further. I don't think.
Yeah. They're already creating haptic feedback suits where, if you get shot, it like vibrates or something. Have you seen the ones like Sandbox where they rent out like a giant warehouse like a Costco?
Really?
And they program like a certain game to fit within that parameter, and they can even put obstacles in there that are in the game. And so you'll run around and there'll be like a real wall, but you'll see it coming, and they'll have like zombies in there and all kinds of stuff.
That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, they have them in Phoenix. We should go do it someday. Yeah, you get to run around and kill zombies or each other. I think it's just zombies. So I don't know if you've done this, but I played VR, basic bitch VR, this zombie game. If you play by yourself, you're like, oh, this is fun. Oh, no, they got me. Ah. If you're playing with somebody and you look over and you can see your friend and you can hear them because they're talking to you, you fight so much harder to like save your friend or for them to save you. Yeah. It's amazing. It's like a weird little trick. So
psychological.
If we got like 6 people to go down to one of those things, I think it's called Sandbox, and you get to run around and
that'd be tight.
Yeah.
Dude.
You can see each other, you know, like your characters in the game. Yeah. We should do that. So anyway, Mark Zuckerberg was just talking about how the next level, what do you say? The next computing, shit.
You got this.
I'm terrible. He said something alluding to like the next type of computers, like as if he just blew it off, about how like, they're working on this metaverse, which is like a virtual reality universe, which people are basically already doing in games like Minecraft and those other stupid games.
Okay.
But imagine if you could live in there and create your own world, be anything you want. Like you just spend all your time in there creating things. And that's like Ready Player One. Everyone's just going to dive all in.
That's fucking insane. And eventually it gets cheap enough to where everyone can afford it.
Here's my hope. If I'm being honest, and I'm a terrible human.
Okay.
I hope they release it, and I hope all stupid people on the planet get it and go live in their stupid little universe, and then I can have my world back. I can go hunting and there won't be people there. I can go fishing and there won't be 10,000 fucking people on this tiny little lake.
That's like creating another world on Earth.
Yeah.
Like
I can go to a restaurant and not have an hour and a half wait every single time. I can go to go-karts and just walk right in and do it. I don't have to wait.
Wow.
But I guess the virtual stuff would probably be way better. They'll get it down.
Well, the thing is I mean, you got to consider too, like how many other people would have that thought process? Like how many businesses would shut down?
Yeah. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be able to survive.
Damn. How cheap shit would it be? You know,
what?
Fuck.
Yeah, you got this.
Let me try.
Talk shit to me. You can't talk either.
I'm not talking shit. I was rooting you on.
Oh, you got it.
Do you know how cheap shit would be?
Yeah, I'd have to.
Like all these buildings that, you know, because nobody can sell them anymore. Nobody wants them. They're fucking in their world.
Now, what gets really crazy is if they find a way to get you to work in there, which they're already doing with Zoom conferences and working from your computer. Now, just imagine that you're in this world and you can dress up as Thor or the Hulk and go to work, and you go to this virtual office where you get to see everybody and talk with them and actually interact with them. And there's no more driving accidents. There's no more traffic. There's no more COVID outbreaks. There's no more sexual harassment because it would all be recorded. It's the internet. That's probably all it would be. But anyway, it's recorded so you can still fire people, right?
Yeah.
Every interaction. The business can now watch everything you do. They'll know that you're working or not. That's totally going to happen, right? That's like the best thing that COVID, like people that want that, COVID just pushed that right into the forefront because everybody's already working from home. Everybody's already canceling meetings. They're shutting down these big giant businesses like insurance companies. Like, Nope, everybody works from home now. No more meetings, no more any of that shit. Think of the insurance liabilities you could save.
This might be onto something. Like there's a lot of positive towards this.
That's crazy. Even manufacturing.
What's a negative?
Everything. Human contact. People get obscenely
the amount
fat.
of resources that it would take to maintain.
Yeah, but if you did it like with wind and solar, think how much cleaner the world would get with less people driving.
But you got to think about like
fat, though.
Right in the beginning, like when all this shit happens, all these factories trying to just make all of this shit to try and provide for every single person.
Yeah. So how many years does it? Like how many years of people using it would it have to be to offset the damage of digging all that shit up?
Yeah.
And it would be expensive and it would be clunky as hell in the beginning. And then it'd be indistinguishable from normal life.
Yeah. Why would you go back?
I just watched a commercial for a game that came on somewhere, and it was bouncing back from like real life scene to the game. And then all of a sudden I couldn't tell the difference. Like it was so good. It was some new computer program that they were advertising.
Uh-huh.
It was so good and clear that I couldn't tell that it was a game. Imagine where it's going to be in 20 years. Just normal gaming systems. So now you make it VR, which we have now is clunky as hell, just like Pong was.
And even VR now is like, holy shit.
Yeah, or PlayStation 1. We'll say it's like PlayStation 1. Imagine what PlayStation 5 looks like in VR in 20 years.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And then you can smell, you can taste, you can feel. You know, you'd be able to see your buddy in China and walk up to him and give him a hug, and you'd actually be able to feel it. Like, that sounded really weird, but you knew what I meant.
Yeah, that was a little weird. But
then your house, you wouldn't need as big of a house. What would it matter? Just get a tiny house and go experience your super badass house in the game where you just build mansions on your own planet. And then what's really going to happen is companies are going to get involved and start selling you upgrades or advertising or things like that. And that's where they're going to get all their money because you know they're not going to stay out of it.
Yeah, but
so you could buy a Ferrari in real life for $250,000, or for $20,000, you can buy the Ferrari in the game. You'd still be a baller.
But it's way cheaper.
Way cheaper. 10%.
I feel like this would like collapse the world anyways. Yeah, like just because, I mean, money makes the world go round. And if you have all of the, like, we thought it was bad now.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do? Like, because there's so many other people who actually provide the food, like farmers and, you know, all the truck drivers that take it near you, or
robots.
But like
self-driving trucks, factory type.
Okay, my point is there's so much more that has to happen before.
But it's not impossible, right?
No doubt.
You can totally see that in the next 100 years. How many people do you think would take that? If you said you can go live in this world?
Absolutely everyone, because they don't think about this shit, you know?
Exactly. It's every horror movie ever.
Are you proposing a business idea to me?
What, that we start?
Yeah.
The end of the world can be. We are dummies. We'd never be able to figure that out. Do you even know what's the simplest thing in a computer? How to code? I don't know. Do you even know what that means?
How to code?
Do you even know?
11001001010110.
Yeah, you just do that a bunch of times, right? Until it looks like what you want.
No. Well, that's the basic form of it, but like never mind.
Exactly. We don't know what we're doing.
No, we're not going to understand.
We're not going to create the greatest artificial reality that's ever existed.
Fucking crazy.
Maybe it could be us.
Nothing's impossible.
Maybe that's what it takes, is us who aren't computer nerds and just think about like, you got to do this and that. And it gets
then
us
we
in there.
Hire the computer nerds.
The big brain on us to be like, no, just do it this way. They'll be like, that's impossible. Wait a minute. He's on to something.
Holy shit.
We can't do it because of this. Well, don't do it that way. Do it this way.
That's how it works in every movie, dude.
Right.
Where you get the fucking, like, nobody that's just like, well, why don't you do it this way? Holy shit.
What?
This guy's a fucking genius.
What? That's when the aliens will come. They're already here waiting. Actually, maybe that's what they want. Maybe they're accelerating technology. So we all go into this thing and then they can just take over our planet. And they farm us for blood.
That's a stretch.
That's a stretch?
War of the Worlds right there. That's what you're sounding like. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah. I saw the Scary Movie version where it was like a giant iPod instead of an alien.
Oh.
You remember that?
No.
When the big alien, and they all look up. And it's that one tall, it was like an iPod, and the iPod was like shooting people.
Fucking iPods.
Scary movie. Those are hilarious.
Yeah.
Did they just die off? They don't do those anymore?
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably better.
Yeah, I enjoyed them though.
Did they make 3 of them?
No, they made up to like 7.
Oh my gosh.
8. No, there was 8.
Oh, they should have stopped at 3.
What's the first one with Scream?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's the 3 is the funny one where it's like Signs and 8 Mile and all that. And then the aliens are like at the end of it, the aliens are like sticking their fingers in their mouths and stuff. And then they were like, "How do you pee if you have no wiener?" And the alien like pees out his finger. And they're all like, "Oh." And then the president's like, "Oh, we're not so different after all." And he pees out his finger and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then like Michael Jackson was an alien.
I didn't see the third one.
Oh, yeah. And you saw the movie Signs, the alien movie? No. Okay. Dude, that was a dumb question. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. That was a dumb question.
I haven't watched any movies ever.
Anyway, we're going to the Matrix. So is everybody else.
Yeah, dude. Well,
and I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, dude. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not already an AOA subscriber, go ahead and click that button down here in the bottom right-hand corner. And until next time.